Bonjour à tous, hello everyone. If you are having this lesson, it means that you already know how to count in French until 69. It was the part 1 of the lesson Count in French, compter en français. But today and now, we will learn how to count from 70 and above. Actually, counting from 70 and above in French, as I already said, is a bit tricky, a bit complicated, even a bit weird. We will see how. Anyway, in order to make sure that you will succeed this lesson, it's more than important to be able to count in a very fluent way in French from 10 to 19. So make sure that you can count from 10 to 19. Otherwise, it will be even more complicated. So let's start. First of all, here, I put the French flag and then the Swiss and the Belgian flag to tell you that there are two ways of counting. I will show you both of them in order to compare. It's really interesting and it will help you a lot, but we will learn how to do it the French way. Alors, look to the 70 in French. So 70 in French is 70. In France, we say 70. What is 70? 70 means 60-10. En d'autres mots, to say 70, we don't have a proper word for 70 in French, so we say 60 plus 10, 70. For 80, we say 80, 4 times 20, 80, 4 times 20. Then for 90, again, we don't have a specific word to say 90, like in English, for example. So we will say, attention, and you will need to be really, really good in mathematics and calcul, 90, 90, which means 4 times 20 plus 10. C'est compliqué. Look now to the Swiss and Belgian way. Even in Luxembourg, we do it as in Switzerland and in Belgique. So for 70, very easy, it's 70. We have 7, and then we just have to add ante, exactly like in French, 50, 60, and then 70. C'est logique, it's really easy. Same for actually 80. We have 8, so 8, and then I'm adding ante, 80. For 90 is a bit different, 90, but still it's one word, it's logic, and it's easy. So in case you get stuck, entre guillemets, do not hesitate actually to count in the Swiss and Belgian way. But still, today we will learn the French way. It's very important. Let's move to the 72, for example, as an example, 83 and 95. And here, please pay attention because it's not always following the same pattern, the same form of it. Look to the 72. To say 72 in French, I need to say 72, 60 plus 12. And that's why I was telling you that it's more than important to be able to count from 10 to 19. Donc 72. If I have to say, for example, 74, it will be 74, 60 plus 14. But for the 80, it's different. 83, it's 80, 4 times 3, 83, 4 times 20 plus 3, not 13, not 13. So if I have to say, for example, 82, it will be 82 and not 12, 2. For the 90s actually will be like the 70. The 95 is 95, you see? 4 times 20 plus 15. I hope it's clear. For the Swiss and Belgian and even in Luxembourg is easier again, is 72, so 72, like in English, 83, 83, and then 95. And that's it. It's easy, and again, it will help you in case you forget, but still, we will learn today the French way. I insist. Hein? Alors, look here, I made it for you, the 70. Hein? So here I'm counting from 70 to 79. And as I said, for the 70 and the 90, we count the same way. Hein? We add the 11, 12, 13, 14, but for the 80, it's different. Anyway, look here, I will read them for you, and if you want, you can repeat them after me. Donc, 71, 11, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Voilà. And then for 80, I have just something to tell you. Do not add this A that we use to add. We don't need it for 80. Same here for 91. Same thing. We do not need the A. And of course, this exercise is for you. Make sure that you know how to say, how to count from 10 to 19. You can stop the video, make the exercise. Bon courage et à tout à l'heure. Alors, je pense que vous êtes prêts. You are ready, I think. So here, as I said, actually, you just need to count from 1 to 9, exactly like in English, for example, 81, 82. Donc 80, again, to say 80, I need to say 4 times 20. Donc 81, 82, etc., etc. For the 90, for the 90, I will have to count actually from 10, 90, and until actually 19, from 10 to 19, donc 91, 92, etc., etc. I hope that you've been actually answering correctly, and in case it's really hard for you, do not hesitate to use the Swiss and Belgian way. And now it's time to count from 100 and above, and you will see how easy it is. If you are able to count from 70 to 99, then everything will be very easy. Of course, you need to train a lot, do not worry, but don't worry for the rest. You will see, it's always as well following the same pattern. So for 100 in French, we say 100, 100, 100. I'm not pronouncing the final T. And then to say, for example, 102, I'll just need to say 102. Same. 103 for 103, and it will be always the same, actually. To say 200, it will be 200. It's like in English. It follows the English. 2, 100. If I want to say 300, it's 300. And again, 203, 203. Just know that it's like the English if you have to translate, if you are hesitating. So here I will let you finish here the 105, 110, and until 511 I will let you make the exercise yourself, and then we will correct it together. Now for actually 1000 in French I will show you is 1000. So 100 is 100 and 1000 is 1000. If you want to say 200, it will be 2000, sorry, 2000. And again, it's like the English actually. 2000, 2000. And I will let you guess how to say 6000 in French. And then in order to help you when it's more complicated, I'm using here some color. For example, for the 1000, I'm using the blue. So here we have 4000, it will be 4000, then les centaines, 900, 900, and then 84, 80, 4 times 20, 4. So this is for the more complicated numbers in French. I will let you make this exercise quickly. It's very easy. And then we will correct it together and we will make another exercise. À tout à l'heure. Alors, let's correct. On va corriger l'exercice ensemble. I think it was very easy. For 105, so 100 for 100, 5. 105. Then 110 for 110. And then 400, 400, 400. And then 444, so 400, 400, 40, 40, and 4, 4. 511, it's 500, so 500 is 500, 11 is 11. 1000, we said, is 1000, 2000 is 2000, and actually then it will be 6000 for 6000. Now, please look again to the numbers like which contain a lot of complication, I would say, like 490, 84. You will need to think a lot in order to say it in French. And to get ready to do this, I prepared this exercise for you. So you remember, with the colors will help you a lot. So you follow blue, green, pink, and then black. Try to make this exercise, and again, we will of course correct it together. À tout de suite. Allez, corrigeons ensemble the first one, 1789. Donc it will be 1000. We don't say 1000 in French, no, we just say 1000. We only say 2000, 3000 when it's after 1000. Donc 1789. 1789. The hardest part here is maybe the 80, again, actually, 4 times 20 to say 80. Then we have 3300, 3300. Again, sorry if I'm repeating myself. It's like the English. And then 45, 45. Then the last one is 6734. I think at the beginning it might be a bit complicated, but then believe me, you will get used to it. Bon courage pour ça. And actually, to finish this lesson, I wanted to suggest that we read and we discover together some French expressions that contain numbers. Believe me, we do have a lot, at least I would say, without exaggerating, that we have 100 expressions in French that contain numbers. But I wanted to pick only 4. So I will read them for you. Try to guess the meaning. In order to help you guess the meaning, I put the translation here, but they are not in the good order. Let's then read them together. Donc, la première, number 1, is en 2, 3 mouvements. You can already here recognize the word mouvement, movement. En 2, 3 mouvements. 2, 3 movement. In 2, 3 movement. Then we have faire les 400 coups. Faire les 400 coups. Then I cannot really translate here, otherwise you will find out very, very easily. Then il ne gagne pas, he does not earn or win des 1000 et des 100. Des 1000 et des 100. Then se mettre sur son 31. Put himself. Actually, it's a literal translation. I'm sorry. It's not the good, but otherwise you will guess it very, very quickly. Se mettre sur son 31. What is it? To be on its 31. The possibility here is to live a wild life. B, he doesn't earn much money. C, to get dressed up. And D, in no time. I will let you guess and then we will correct together. À tout de suite. Alors, on va corriger ensemble. The first one is the easiest one, I think, is en 2, 3 mouvements. En 2, 3 mouvements, as I put here, is with D, in no time. Actually, you can say, like, je l'ai fait, I did it, en 2, 3 mouvements, like really, really quickly. En 2, 3 mouvements, in 2 or 3 movements. Then, number 2, is not that easy. Faire les 400 coups. It's a very informal expression. Be careful. And it means, donc c'est with a, to live a wild life. Actually, to try everything. I will let you look for the different meaning of the word coup, and you will understand why as well. It's informal. It's to be to like adventure, to try everything with no fear. Actually, faire les 400 coups. Then, number 3 is easy as well. It's actually a very common expression. Il ne gagne pas des 1000 et des 100. Il ne gagne pas des 1000 et des 100 is with be, like someone who doesn't earn much money. The verb gagner in French means to win and to earn at the same time. We tend to use it. Huh? Then we have se mettre sur son 31. To be honest, this expression, like the new generation, does not use a lot this expression. And it means actually to get dressed up. When you want to be very elegant, when you are making a lot of effort to look elegant, nice, etc. We say, ah là là, il s'est mis sur son 31. Se mettre sur son 31. Being on his 31. I really don't know the origin of this expression, why it's 31, but still. Alors, as I said, we have a lot of French expression on internet. You will find a lot of them. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope that now you are able to count from 1 and above in French, and that you are already able to use some French expression that contains a number. Again, merci et à bientôt. Au revoir tout le monde.